right, welcome to class, everybody. Glad you made it. Today's class is called Core Flow Express 2. You have to remember, if you love this one, to put a star on it or a little heart on it. And that way you'll start to remember between all of the different ones, which is fun for you. So 30-minute class. We're going to get our core on and fired up and good movement going in our joints and hydrate the system and do all the things we do. All right, come onto your back with a block right between the thighs, the thinnest or the medium way. And then pause for a moment. We're express, but we're also going to make sure we feel and organize and tone everything that needs it. So lift and spread the toes. Let those toesies come down one by one. Feel the weight in the back of the head, back of the shoulders at the scapula, back of the pelvis at the sacrum, getting those key markers organized and aligned. Hands on the thighs, let's lift up into a low glute bridge, wrapping the glutes toward the tailbone, tailbone toward the feet. And then hands can stay here or slide to the outside of the thighs. We're gonna do butterfly pulses in and out, keeping grip of the block as you move this 1 inch distance out and in. Good, keep on with that and we'll stretch out the wrists, or you can pause your pulses if you need to, getting the wrists ready for weight bearing. And then pull back on the opposite side. Good, hands back to the outside of the thighs, hold strong there, a little resistance with the hands, and then start to segmentally lower all the way down. Good. We're gonna take the block out, set it to the side, draw the legs up, knees over hips. Interlace the hands behind the head, elbows come in, and we'll exhale and lift up without a block today. Inhale, come back down. Exhale and lift. And inhale and lower. Let's add on. Exhale and lift. We'll rotate to the left and extend right leg out. Pull it back in, come back to center. Inhale, come down. Keep that sacrum nice and weighted. Exhale and lift. Rotate right, extend left. And draw left leg in, come back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift again. Rotate right, rotate left, extend right leg. Back to center. Inhale, come down. I'm just adding a little pace now. Exhale and lift. Rotate right, extend left. Come back to center. We're building up for bicycles. Come back down. Exhale and lift. Let's add on. Rotate left, extend right, and then rotate right, extend left, come back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale and lift. Elbows are in. Rotate right, extend left. Rotate left, extend right. Come back to center. Inhale, come down. And now we'll put it together a little bit more. Exhale and lift. Rotate left, extend right. And rotate right, extend left. And rotate left, extend right. Come back to center. Inhale, come down. Exhale and lift. Rotate right, extend left. To the left, extend right. Back to the right, extend left. Woo! And back to center. Inhale, come down. One more round, just like that. Exhale and lift. To the left, extend right. To the right, extend left. To the left, extend right. Come back to center. Inhale, come down. Last round, you got it. Exhale, lift up off the shoulder blades. Rotate right, extend left. To the left, extend right. To the right, extend left. Woo, back to center. Grab those knees, great big hug. Come on down. Fill the belly with breath. And then we'll set the legs down into a nice wide stance, rotating the legs over to the right, Wrapping left glute, supine twist, press the inner edge of the left foot in. Arms can come to goalpost. Gazing to the left if you like. And windshield wiper those legs over to the left. Engage right glute, right inside of foot presses down, and then gazing over to the right. Good, back to center, hug those knees into your chest one more time. And then you can use some momentum to rock and roll up or come onto your side to come on up onto all fours. And then we'll set wrists right under shoulders, engage the core. Knees come together a little bit and then forward of the hips. Tuck the toes under. We'll take the left hand behind the head, lift on up, and slide right foot back. Toes stay down on the ground. 1 inch rotation over to the left, and then elbow toward elbow, getting some hydration into this thoracic spine. Rotate 1 inch left. And elbow to elbow, doesn't matter if they touch, just that action of turning inward. Last time, rotate left and elbow toward elbow. And then reset the hand, drag the leg back underneath you, hand comes down, pause, engage the core if you lost it at all, and then right hand behind the head, lift that head into the hand, slide left leg back. Pause and engage. And then 1 inch turn to the right, elbow toward elbow. And rotate right. Elbow toward elbow. We're gonna do this in the flow. And rotate right. Should feel really yummy by now. And elbow toward elbow. Good, pause. Reset the hand and leg. And just take a moment, feel the pelvic kite really engage. And then we'll come into our dolphin. Lifting the pelvis up. You can come into down dog anytime you want and see if you can get a breath or two in dolphin as you build up the strength in the shoulders to hold the pose. Little pedals, shimmy shake, and then we'll lift up left leg, bend the knee, internal, external rotation of the femur in the pelvis, so it's super small. Pelvis doesn't move, just hydrating and mobilizing this femur. Getting that good movement between hip action versus pelvis action. And then knee comes underneath you, bring the leg back down, extend right leg long, bend it back, and little motions, external, internal. Whew. Feel that warmth in the space here. Enjoy that. Good, and we'll bring the right leg back down and come into a child's pose for just a moment. And then on your next in-breath, start to rise to tall kneeling. That's it, and we'll step on forward. Sun salutation 1, sweep the arms up. Exhale and hinge. Right leg back, knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat. Sweep and lift the arms, right glute holds strong. Hands to the mat for plank. And lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal those feet. And we'll step right leg forward. Knee to the mat. Sweep the arms. Wrap left glute. Finger pads down as you step that back foot in. Sweep and rise. And our second side, exhale, hinge. Left foot back this time. Knee to the mat. Toes are tucked under. We'll roll the shoulders back. Feel into the nice core warmth that we started in our abdominal work, in our dolphin. It's all coming together now. Plant the hands, step it back for plank, and lower. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog, pedal the feet. And then step left foot forward, knee to the mat. Toes are tucked under, wrap that right glute and roll. Good. Last set. And then we'll plant the hands, step the back foot in, sweep and lift. And exhale, hinge. Right foot back, we'll start our first sequence. Arms come into goalpost. Keep wrapping your right glute. And then we'll take 1-inch turns to the left. Keep the shoulder blades on the back. So really using the arms like a framework to get this full postural rotation. Good, let's turn to the right side, lunges. Keep it low to start. Fingers can be down or you can put them on your lower limb. Good. We're gonna turn front of the mat, coming into that same quadruped action. So right knee lands, left toes slide back, right hand behind the head, and we'll rotate 1 inch to the right, elbow toward elbow. Rotate 1 inch, and elbow toward elbow. Last one, rotate 1 inch to the right, and elbow toward elbow. Right hand lands, slide the left leg or the right leg back to meet the left, and we'll lower. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, shake out the head. We're gonna come right into our second side by lifting right leg up, step it forward. Knee to the mat, toes stay tucked under. Arms to goalpost, wrap that left glute and rotate to the right. Beautiful, guys. All right, last one, and we'll turn to the left, side lunges. And sitting back into your glutes, really feeling that hydration start to come into the hips, knees, and ankles, and the space starting to get activated and rebalanced at the adductors, right between the legs. All right, front of the mat. This time, left knee lands, right leg slides back, left hand behind the head, lift the head into the hand, 1 inch rotation to the left. Nice strong right leg, elbow to elbow. Open up again, and elbow to elbow. Beautiful, open again. Elbow to elbow. Last one there. Reset the head, let the hand land, slide a left foot back to match right, plank pose. Hold that plank for a moment and lower. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, shake out the head. And then we'll step left foot, followed by right, front of the mat. Sit back into the hips and then lift. And we'll come hands to heart for a moment. Just notice how you feel in this moment versus when you first started class. Good. And let's move through a sun A, sweep and lift the arms. Exhale, hinge, hands to the mat. Step on back into plank and lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal, shake out the head. We're gonna lift the left leg to hip height. Step it forward and turn to the right for goddess. Let the feet rotate externally. Glutes are active. And arms come again into goalpost. This time we're gonna reach up and pull down like lat pulls. And now we can add some legs if you want, pulsing the legs down as you pull, lifting up a little as you rise. Good. Last one. We'll turn toward the front of the mat for chair. Hands come right to prayer. So sitting back in your chair enough that you're feeling your toes almost lift off of the mat and start to engage the space around the pelvic kite to really deepen into your core. I'm going to reach the left arm down for a half moon. Right arm comes onto your hip. Use a block if you like, or just bend the knees. Right arm can lift once you're there, or keep it right at the pelvis. Right hand lands back on the hip. We'll drop that back foot and turn back of the mat for plank. Hold your plank for a moment and lower. Option for locust this time, you can take a grounded locust by pressing your finger pads down onto the floor, working these deep postural muscles. Good. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, lift, downward facing dog, pedal the feet, shimmy the head. Good. Start to make space in that whole posterior chain from feet to crown. We'll lift the right leg high. You can take a little hop if you want, or just step that right leg and we'll turn again for goddess. Arms to goalpost, and we'll start again. Just reach and pull down, lat pulls. And then adding the pulsing of the legs if you want. Feel into the strength of this pose. Good. Last one. We'll turn toward the back of the mat this time for chair. Hands at heart, elbows are out, making a nice little framework. Sitting back into the hips, feel the lightness of the toes and the engagement in the deep core. Good, now this time, keep this bend in your knee, reach the right hand down, lift that left leg, half moon. Hand can be at the pelvis. That bend in the knee is so critical, and it's not taught in traditional yoga, but this is what makes it functional. That we can move so easily from bent knees in chair to a bent knee pose like this. Good, drop the back leg, pivot front of the mat, find your plank. And lower for a locust variation, grounded, or any other that comes to you. Feel into the pose, strong breath. Good, strong postural work here. Hands, toes touch, and we'll come downward facing dog. Pedal, shimmy, and shake. Whatever needs to release. Ah. Big exhale. Ah. Again. Good, then step or hop. Right foot can step, left foot can step, or hop it front of the mat. Reach on up and draw the hands to heart, elbows are out. Pause here and feel. Good, grab a little water if you need it, or we'll flow right into our blend of all of these poses. Our stream. Good. All right, front of the mat, let's sweep the arms up. We're coming into our low lunge. Exhale, hinge. Right leg is back, knee to the mat, toes are tucked under, arms come into your goalpost. And rotating to the left, you can add a 1-inch rotation to the right if you like. And feel that strength in the core. Good, core flow express. Here we go. We're gonna add a little mix in our side lunges if you wanna do it. So we'll side lunge right, side lunge left, and then push off that leg and lift high. Drop down to low, low, push off, get high. Low, this is the pattern, low. Push off, high, low, low. Push off, high. One more round, low, low, push off, high. And then we'll just low lunge it out. Hands can be right at hip creases or on the floor. Feel into that strength and balance. Good, we're turning front of the mat. Right knee lands. Here's your quadruped. Left toes slide back. We're going to do this a little differently. So you can stick with the right hand behind the head and go elbow to elbow. Or for a little bit more challenge, you can slurp up that right leg, touch it down. Slurp it up, touch it down. It's a lot of strength work. Slurp, touch it down. One more. And slurp, woo, touch it down. Then that right leg joins the left. Find your plank. And then knees to the mat. A couple plank push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll lower for locust. Take your locust variation or full pose. Beautiful. And plant the hands, tuck the toes, and we'll pedal a little down dog, shake it out. You can also do down dog swivels if that feels good here. And then we'll lift left leg high, step it forward and turn to the right for goddess. Arms come into goal post. And we're going to do a goddess to chair around the mat. So we'll turn left now, hands to heart, chair pose. Turn left, goal post goddess, open it up. Turn left, chair pose, back of the mat. Turn left, goddess, side of the mat. Good, now add a couple of pulses here and lat pulls. Feel the strength in the shoulder blades and legs. Good, and then we'll pause and turn to the left for a seated twist. Left leg lands on top, and we'll slice the right arm looking over the left shoulder. Stack up the spine, don't lose the core here. Good, start to turn out of this, warrior two. Right leg, or left leg, sorry, stays forward. And reverse. Warrior variation. And reverse. Good, last one. Warrior variation. Start to spin down. We'll take the right leg forward. Happy squat. Reaching finger pads forward. Drop the head, shake it out. Beautiful. Walk the hands back underneath you, maybe even touching the ankles. Really strong core here. Rise on up to standing. Beautiful. Hands to heart, elbows are out. Pause and feel. Good. And then second side, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge. Left leg back this time. Arms come to goal post, strong left glute as you rotate to the right. Add a little turn to the left if you like. Not overdoing anything, keep it small and really organized. Whew. Good. And then here we go, turning to the left. Low, side lunge. Low and high. Low, low, high. Low, low, high. Last round. Low, low, high. And then side lunge it out, using hands to get feedback wherever it's needed. Maybe around the knees, hips or ankles, or on the floor. Good, nice strong movement. We'll turn front of the mat, hands to the mat. This time left knee lands, right leg comes back. You can take the left hand behind the head for elbow to elbow, or keep both hands grounded for your slurp. So if you're slurping, here we go. Lift left knee, tag it down. Lift, tag it down. Really use the core. Lift, tap it down. Last one. Lift and tap it down. Then we'll slide left leg back. Nice strong plank hold. And then knees down, a couple of push-ups. Actually, we'll do 3. So 3 and 2 and 1 and lower for locust. Ground the hands or keep them lifted. Ground the toes or keep them lifted. Last breath here. Strong postural work. Good. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, push and lift. Downward facing dog, pedal the feet. Beautiful. Good. Right leg lifts this time. You can take a little hop if you like, or just step that right leg and pivot to the left side of the mat. I'm going to face away from you here, but elbows are out, goalpost. And then we're going to turn to the right this time. Facing front of the mat first, chair, arms are out. Open to the right, goalpost. Beautiful, guys. Turn to the right, back of the mat. Find your chair. And then open back up to the right in your goalpost goddess. And then here we go, pull and pulse. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna turn to the right this time. And seated twist, right leg is gonna land on top. Slice that left arm, stack up the spine. Strong, powerful core. Beautiful. And last couple poses, turning toward the front of the mat. Right leg stays forward, warrior 2. And reverse. And warrior variation. Stay light on that forearm by using your core. And reverse. Last one, warrior variation. Good. And start to sweep that arm down, step back foot in. Finger pads can be on the ground, happy squat. Sit into the hips, strong front core, pulls into back core as you reach the fingers away. Good. And hands walk close to you. We're coming onto our back. Ending just as we started here. Bent knees, back of the head lands, shoulder blades, pelvis. And then we'll cross left ankle over right leg. Figure 4 stretch. Nice, strong, full breath. Right leg lands. And let the right ankle cross over the left thigh, second side. Good. Plant that left leg, unwrap. Happy baby, reaching for the outside of your feet. Feel the length that can create in the spine. Maybe drop the chin a little. And you can rock around if it feels good, or stay strong and stable here. Last breath. And release. Coming into a Shavasana or any other pose you feel called to engage with. Just a couple breaths here if you're live streaming. See how heavy you can make your bones, how heavily you can sink into the mat, how relaxed you can make your breath. And just by releasing, not by trying, just by letting go and receiving. Palms are up. Maybe feel into the space where the palms live. how there's relaxation and lightness. And if you're doing the recording, stay as long as you like. If you're live stream, start to wiggle the fingers and toes, drawing your knees back on the mat or into your chest. And then coming into Apanasana, wrapping your arms around your shins, hugging inward. And you can rock up to a seated position or roll to your side and press up. Sit on the sit bones, stack the spine. Feel the shoulder blades land on the back. Hands to heart. Elbows are out. And then bowing head toward hands or taking hands to third eye, namaste. Come back to core flow, express anytime you need it. Enjoy.